What is up, everyone? DSP here, and welcome to Release Day Unboxing for Tuesday, April 23rd, 2013. Today we've got two major retail releases. I know there is a third, and I, for the life of me, cannot remember what the hell the game is. That's the third game that was coming out today. But it wasn't one that I was interested in anyway. What we've got are one game, which it should be pretty interesting to do a playthrough of, because it's going to be a massive co-op playthrough starring myself, John Rambo, and our friend Grog. Unfortunately, we did try to get Mayor McJustin, who also was the fourth person who did an original playthrough of Dead Island back in 2011 with us, but he kind of got screwed over with his job. He had taken time off to join us with the playthrough this week, then got told literally the last minute by his boss that he could not have the time off because they're short-staffed at his job and there's no one else to work in his place. So, just to give everyone some perspective on how the American economy is doing, it's shit. No one has any jobs. The people that do have jobs are getting bullied by their management, and it's a commonplace occurrence at this point because everyone's so desperate, you know, they need their jobs. You know, Justin, he's a father. He can't be without a job. He can't risk, you know, getting disciplined at his work because he made plans with us. So I feel bad. I really wanted Justin to be able to join us, but unfortunately he cannot. So today we're going to be looking at Dead Island Riptide, and we're going to be talking about the playthrough that we're going to be doing, 3-player co-op. And also we got Star Trek. Now this is a game that's, I think it really fell through the cracks, in my opinion. This was a game that at E3 last year had a huge hype. They had this giant booth for it, advertising it. There was a theater they had built to show off the co-op of the game and the 3D aspect and all that. And I haven't heard a damn thing about the game until right now. And in fact, last night, for the first time ever, I saw ads on TV while I was watching Monday Night Raw for the game. But there's been no promotion whatsoever for the damn game up to now. In fact, even the movie, there's a new movie of Star Trek coming out soon, and even that hasn't had a lot of promotion. So kind of weird that that's the case. But what we're going to do, we're going to unbox both games. We're going to take a look at them. And then we're going to talk about the playthrough that's going to be going on this week that's going to be pretty awesome, okay? So first of all, we got Star Trek on the Xbox 360, okay? A legendary team play as Kirk and Spock and unleash the power of the 23rd century technology in a battle against the ruthless Gorn invaders. Now, if you don't know who the Gorn are, this is a cool throwback, okay? The original Star Trek series, we're talking, you know, the old ancient one, the one with, we actually had, excuse me, William Shatner and Leonard Nimoy playing Kirk and Spock, respectively, actually had episodes with the Gorn, who were this alien species. They were really kind of crappy back then. It was just people in suits, you know, costumes. It looked like a Halloween costume. And in fact, one of the epic fights that Kirk has is on a planet against the Gorn, hand-to-hand combat. It's one of the classic scenes of Star Trek lore. Well, they brought back the Gorn for this game. They're the actual enemies. And the gimmick of the game is that it's supposedly drop-in, drop-out co-op with Kirk and Spock. The whole game is 2-player co-op, but if you don't use a human teammate, the game will use AI, obviously, to control whoever the other character is. And each character has their own unique abilities. I remember seeing during the gameplay that they showed us at E3 that, like, Kirk has more combat abilities, Spock has, like, analyzation, so Spock can, like, see more enemies and analyze the you know, whatever's in front of you, while Kirk has, like, better explosive capabilities and such with his weapons. Now this is interesting because I didn't know this, and I actually had reserved 2 copies of the game, but the game, according to the box, I'm going by the box, says that it has local co-op, meaning you could play 2-player co-op on the same TV. Now I haven't tested this yet, but I only picked up 1 copy of the game. I'm hoping that when John Rambo and I eventually play it, that's the case. So it's pretty straightforward, as you're going to see. Absolutely nothing inside whatsoever, just the game disc. Wow, what an amazing unboxing, right? So this game, just so everybody knows, John and I are interested in doing a co-op playthrough of it. Obviously this week we've got something bigger in store, so we're not doing it immediately, but when John and I reconvene on another weekend to do an episode of Smart Guys, to do our co-op, this will be the game that we're going to be doing for a bit, okay? So that's that. That's Star Trek. Now the big meat of this week, as you can see, is Dead Island Riptide, the sequel to Dead Island, although a lot of people already are panning the game Oh, it's the same as the first Dead Island. Oh, it's got game bugs. Oh, the game is boring when you play it single player. So basically, every reviewer reviewed the game exactly the same way they reviewed the first Dead Island, saying that it has a lot of flaws, but, you know, and it seems to be meant for co-op. And this is why I don't read mainstream reviews. And the reason is because, guess what? Mainstream reviewers aren't able to play this game online co-op, which is the reason the game was made. And I said this with the original Dead Island. And at that point, I had gone into it with an open mind, and I'll be honest with everyone, the original Dead Island had lots of bugs, had matchmaking issues, okay? There were problems, but when the game worked, it was amazing. We had a serious amount of fun, and even though there were some bugs that hindered our progress, most of the time, it was just amazing fun to have camaraderie with your pals and be going around the zombie island doing missions, and it's just fun as hell. And I don't understand these reviewers, their mentality. Well, I got the game 2 weeks early. There's no capability to play with anyone online to experience the game how it's meant to be played. Let me play this game the wrong way. And then review it and say that it sucks. So this is why I don't trust these mainstream reviewers who get games ahead of time. In my opinion, everyone should just get the fucking game on launch day the same. No one should be getting advanced copies at all, in my opinion. Everyone starts on an even page, everyone experiences the game in the same way, and then you can make a real review. But that's just my opinion, okay? So I digress. Dead Island Riptide, the sequel to the original Dead Island, although a lot of people are saying there's not much new about it, it's just kind of like continuation of the first game. So really, is it Dead Island 2, or is it Dead Island 1.5, you know? Okay, I can understand that take on the game. For pre-ordering at GameStop, I got a cool steelbook case, okay? So, I'll show everybody. Dead Island Riptide. It's actually like indented in the front there. A cool picture of zombies going nuts, and there's a survivor hanging from a broke bridge above them. And the nice island on the other side there, okay? So 2 steelbook cases, because I reserved 2 copies, one for myself and one for John Rambo. The game itself, Dead Island Riptide Special Edition. Go to the back and it says, "Hope is drowning. Get ready to return to zombie-infected shores. Can you survive the impossible? Brace yourself for action with new skills, weapons, and communication features. Explore Palana, a completely new island filled with deadly quests and addictive zombie slashing. Fight to survive alone or gather your friends in gruesome drop-in, drop-out co-op multiplayer." Now, I do have to say this. It's a shame that they say that, play it alone, because I really feel, and this is, if you watch my review and my playthrough of the original Dead Island game from 2011, I said this prominently. This game is built for co-op. This is a game where you want to play it with your friends and have a lot of fun cooperatively doing these crazy things. This is not a game that you would want to play by yourself, because it makes it harder, it's not as fun, you're not, you know, it's all single player, it's not as good of an experience. You don't get the camaraderie, you don't get that enjoyment from playing the game. So why they even, you know, they say, oh, you should play this alone? No, I disagree. I think that is false advertising, okay? But if you're going to play this game with friends, at least if it's as good as the original Dead Island, it's going to be a blast, okay? So, what do you get with Special Edition, which is the edition you got if you pre-order? You got your game disc, you've got a bonus code that comes with it. And this code comes with 2 things. First of all, the Survivor Pack, which is the Barbecue Blade Weapon Mod, Experience and Stat Booster, and a shop discount, and then also Fashion Victim Pack, alternate character skins. So you get all that for free for pre-ordering the game new. Then in addition to that, there's another code, which I'm going to actually read you in English because you can't read that. It says, Digital Strategy Map. Use your unique prepaid redemption code to unlock this map, and it shows you the website you can go to get this strategy map for getting the game new and pre-ordering. And then you got your instruction booklet, which is just the controls and absolutely nothing else, okay? So both copies of the game are identical. I have no reason to open up the other box to show you that. But I do want to show you that this time around we did purchase the strategy guide, because if anyone who watched the original Dead Island playthrough, you'll know that we spent something like 20 to 30 minutes stuck on certain side missions and stuff. Get the juice! Get those boxes of juice and give them, and you couldn't figure out where you're supposed to bring them. We didn't know what they looked like. We were completely confused. We ran in circles like assholes, and being that this is a co-op playthrough, this is a playthrough that we want to finish within a few days, we don't want to have to be wasting time like that. And so I'm not saying that we're going to be using this strategy guide the whole time, but we will be referencing it whenever we get stuck or something's not clear as to what we should be doing, so that way we don't spend an overabundant amount of time wandering in circles and not knowing what the hell to do in the game. Okay? So, Dead Island Riptide strategy guide. It's a pretty typical strategy guide. There's really nothing, you know, to write home about when it comes to this. As you can see, all the different enemy types. It outlines the maps, the game, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to show you too much because it's obviously spoilers. But, alright, that's it for release day unboxing. So, just to give you an agenda for this week. First of all, I do want to mention that last night, unfortunately, I had some annoying problems with my internet. And it sucks when you have internet problems because, you know, I can't control it. I have no control over whether or not my internet works or not. And I called my ISP, and my ISP said, it looks like you are having problems. We'll send someone out in the morning. Well, all of a sudden last night around like 10:30 when I decided to stop recording, the fucking internet worked again. And what I mean by that is I couldn't upload. Like, my uploads were super slow. I couldn't stream. I couldn't do anything. And all of a sudden, it just started working again. And the problem is, when it works, it works. So if the guy came out here when the internet works, he wouldn't have been able to do jack shit. I know this from experience, because 2 years ago, I had the exact same problems with Cablevision, with Optimum Online. They came out here like 5 times, never figured out what the problem was. Then all of a sudden, it miraculously fixed itself and never reoccurred. So for the first time in 2 years, I'm having the same problems that I had 2 years ago, which sucks. I'm hoping that the problem was a one-time thing and it doesn't reoccur. So, if all things work out, what's going to happen is today, myself, John Rambo, and Grog will be doing a 3-player co-op playthrough of Dead Island Riptide. First, we're going to be streaming it on Twitch TV, my channel, Darkside Phil, but also Grog will be doing it on his Twitch channel, Grog Deluxe. We're going to attempt to do a 2-perspective playthrough, meaning at all times, you can jump on either one of our streams and see the playthrough from the other player's perspective. And that would be cool, having people bouncing back and forth between the streams to see what's going on, especially if we get separated like we did in the first playthrough of the first game. We split up for a bit, and, you know, Grog went off and did some of his thing. I was doing my own thing solo for a bit, and that was pretty neat. So we're going to attempt to do that. At the same time, I'll be direct capturing the footage. And that footage will be uploaded to DSP Gaming, my YouTube gaming channel, today and over the course of the week. So, you have the option, you can jump in and join us on stream all day today, probably all day tomorrow, if you would like. If you do not have the opportunity to do so, or if you can't watch the whole stream, which I really doubt anyone's going to be able to watch the entire stream, you can watch the footage archived on DSP Gaming as it uploads over the course of the week, starting today. So pretty exciting. We're very excited to jump back into Dead Island. We had such a blast with the first game. We cannot wait to get started today. I would give you a time, however, right now, I'm not even kidding you, on my phone, as I was just recording this, I got a text from John Rambo saying he's been stuck in traffic for an hour, and looks like he's going to be late. So whenever he shows up, we'll be setting up and we'll be starting. Right now I'm actually going to go edit this video and then upload it, and then we're just going to get set up and ready, and whenever John gets here, we'll get started. So that's it. Thanks everyone for watching Release Day Unboxing. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you'll join us for the live stream today and tomorrow and however long it goes during the week. And I hope that you'll watch the playthrough on YouTube. And that's about it. Thanks a lot. Peace out.